get that leadership role?
Well, we just always had to kind of step up and fill in where he left off. And last year, Dalton was a great leader, but like some of us, also helped too. So it wasn't like our only leader was gone. We had some other guys step up, and Norton stepped up and done really well. So.
Year 2 offensive line. How much easier is it for you after a year on that side of the ball?
Last year, I'm still trying to learn everything, and it's different whenever you've actually been in a game. You kind of understand how to react and stuff. So now it makes it a lot easier.
Last year you brought some of the nastiness to the offensive line. Who are some of the other guys that are kind of picking up on that?
Just the whole front line. Ryan Norton's always been a real tough guy. I remember him when I was playing on defense and he first came in as a redshirt freshman. He'd always give us a hard time over there on the scout team. And David Beasley's always been a real tough guy. And Giff, now he's got his knee better, 100%, so he's been working real well. And the whole line, Brandon too, have all been pushing really hard.
Have you been able to help McLean adapt since you kind of changed the position?
Yeah,
too?
I've talked to him some about it, and he plays tackle, so it's not as much. It's harder to relate for me, help him, but we've definitely talked about the transitions and stuff.
What kind of progress are you seeing from the redshirt freshmen, Jay and Oliver and Patrick?
They're definitely stepping up, especially from last year. They know all the plays that they need to know. We're not making these little mistakes that we might have been making in the years past. Everybody's pretty much on the same level as far as knowing the game.
Go back to the Chick-fil-A Bowl and all those NFL guys you were facing on the other side of the line. What can you guys take away from that game confidence-wise and heading into the season?
Well, I think confidence-wise, we can hang with anybody if we run our scheme and just, practice your steps and just do what you're supposed to do. We can hang with anybody. We don't need to. There's no reason to go into any games being scared. That definitely helps your confidence.
Defensive line talent-wise, South Carolina, Florida State, LSU, maybe the 3 best that you played last year.
Definitely.
Who was the best, and who do you think you struggled the most against?
Like I said, all 3 teams had great defensive line. I think the biggest thing was just their depth. Like LSU and especially Florida State had a lot of depth, and South Carolina had good depth too. And that's what. There's no drop off, so and even when we're running tempo, the first guys might wear out, but they bring in their second string guys, and it's just they don't miss a beat. So that makes it tougher because that's what we rely on is our tempo to wear them down. That's tough whenever they can rotate so many good guys.
Going back to that game, then was that kind of a growing up process for some of these players in that LSU game?
Especially whenever we had Giff go down, and we had to have some younger guys step up, and Brandon had to move positions entirely. It seems easy to switch sides, but it's really not. Because it's a completely different way of thinking. Everything's backwards. And I guess you could say we had some young guys step up, and it shows even the younger guys too that if you just do what you're supposed to, we can hang with anybody.
Was there any panic when he went out, and it was like, oh my gosh, we're having to reshuffle everybody, Sammy's out?
Maybe for a second, but once you get in the game, you don't think about it anymore, and that's how, once the guys got in there, they know they had to play. We can't go out there and worry about it. You just got to go out there and do your job.
How important is it